Arizona, welcome to Championship Sunday at the Hondo Rodeo Fest. Well, Arizona, now the question becomes, how are you feeling on a championship Sunday, huh? It is so cool to be back in year number 2 of the Hondo Rodeo Fest. I am Chris Rankin, Justin McKee. It has been a lot of planning for the last 2 years. Last year's season number 1, but what a difference, what a change it has been this season.
Well, there's a new wind to blow on in the cowboy world of professional rodeo, and it's the Hondo Rodeo Fest. I want to mention a few things. First of all, Chase Field, what an opportunity. 100,000 people are going to show up here in 3 days. $1 million in a payout. And Dylan Hancock that we talked about during the pre-show, he's won $24,000. He can win over $100,000 if he has a big night tonight.
You know, one of the coolest things about the Hondo is each and every performance, we take the opportunity to honor God as well as our country. So right now, Arizona, I'm going to ask you, how many of you are truly proud to live in the United States of America? Well, tonight is the ultimate symbol of freedom, and Old Glory makes its way into this arena. It is a reminder that we live in the greatest, the freest, the most powerful country in the world. Why is that? Because every single day, there are men and women that wake up and put on a uniform, whether they serve in your local community or they are a part of the greatest fighting force in the world. Because of those brave individuals, that is what affords us the opportunities that we enjoy. So I'm going to ask you one more time on a Sunday night, how many of you are proud to live in the USA?
Oh, I love the way you sound and the way you feel tonight. Right now, we are proud to bring to the microphone for our national anthem a young lady from North Carolina from the hit TV show The Road. Here is Cassidy Daniels.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets right glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, thank you to American Hat Company for bringing us our national anthem.
Go ride, cowboy, ride! Hey, I like the way we're starting this rodeo party tonight.
Oh, and here we go. It is Championship Sunday, and we begin the bareback riding here at the Hondo, and it is brought to you by Wrangler as they remind you, long live Cowboys as well as Boot Barn.
Well, this is an invitational rodeo. We've got 8 in every event. We're going to rapid fire run them at you, and you are going to love what you see. Hang on, we've got some wild bucking horses that'll throw it all at you here on a Sunday night in the Valley of the Sun. Sam Peterson out of Montana is going to get this bareback riding party started.
Yeah, and it has been a long week for Sam as of now. Hasn't had any money won, and as we look for the numbers here, how about we just start it out in a monster way? 87.5 points for Peterson.
Oh, that's what we're talking about. The higher they jump, the harder they buck, the higher the score. Half the score comes from the horse. The other half comes from the cowboy and his ability to be strong enough to maintain control during that ride.
It has been a long week as well for the defending champion of the Hondo Rodeo, and talking about the young man, Jacob Lees of Caldwell, Idaho. He's been 84 in round 1, 84 last night, no money. Can he make it up today on Endless Prize from J.
Well, he had a great circuit finals the other day. He just missed the top 15 cut for the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo. He's been there the last 2 years with a shot at a world championship. This is his opportunity at big money, since he's going to have to watch the NFR on TV.
Yeah, they have been huge. They've been 88 on this horse this year.
Little duck and dive, a slicing and dicing, but Jacob Lee, he's got some moves of his own. Beautiful ride. It was a powerful horse, and that energy was matched by a cowboy that only weighs 150 pounds. He had some moves of his own. The judges loved it. 86 points for the Idaho man.
Oh, good work. Jacob Lee's trying to get a little bit of money. Remember, it pays $12,000 to win a round, $7,500 for second. And here we go to a young man the last 2 years is having the best of his life. Talking about Bradley Miller, the 22-year-old from Huntsville, Texas, headed to his second National Finals rodeo in another J. Bucking horse and JoJo.
The J breeding program is as stout as anybody's, and they buck. They're painted, they're pretty, and they've got the style that'll take you to the 90s if you can ride them perfect. That's where we want to be. I hope we get a 90 out of this deal before we leave Chase Field. Leave that up to the judges. In the meantime, it's our responsibility to set it up and for you to set them down. And when we get them to the ground, that's when they can hear you and your appreciation, which is right now.
Look at that resist on replay. The young man giving everything that he has. We're waiting on the numbers to come in here for Bradley Miller. Numbers are in. Get a load of this. How about 90 points?
Oh, baby, that's what we were hoping for. Hey, we're not even done. We're not even halfway through. Let's go to the Hat Creek, California, $2 million bareback rider, R.C. Landingham.
Oh, an RC on the dark side. Sticking with a horse here for the J Rodeo Company, and that is a horse that they have been in the high 80s on over the course of his career. Today, going to stack him up at 85.5 points. 85.5 for RC, and
that's a great ride. It's a great ride. That would win a lot of rodeos. But, folks, it's another level. This weekend, you're seeing rodeo at the highest level here at Chase Field with the Hondo Rodeo Fest. I hope you were able to go by and see the vendors and have some fun on the stage and watch what's going on in this cowboy world. Everybody wants to wear boots and jeans and cowboy hats, and I don't blame you. It's a wonderful lifestyle, and this kid was red hot here last night.
Yeah, a huge 88.5, picked up $12,000. This is the watchdog. It came Saunier from the Pelican State of Louisiana.
Chris, we've got an unbelievable set of horses, and all of these guys are riding at an extremely impressive level. I don't know how you separate them. One thing concerns me. See that horse, 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps before it really cracked and snapped and jumped on the back end. I don't think he's going to have the numbers like he had last night.
Yeah, and indeed it is going to reflect it here, 84.5 points. That's going to put him fifth. You're not going to pick up any money in this round for Saunier. Remember, top two in the aggregate get paid, and right now he is the number 2 man in the aggregate after 3 rounds. Here we go. The veteran bareback rider in a rematch from earlier this year. He was 86 points on Freckled at night for the J-Bar-J in San Angelo. And Tilden Hooper hasn't had a bad week so far.
In an event that we are featuring 22 and 23 and 24-year-olds all over the place, Tilden Hooper comes in at 37. Now this is the most physically demanding event in rodeo. How they don't snap their head off the shoulders every time, I have no idea. But he's come back from a lot of serious neck injuries, surgeries, and at 37, he's in the top 15 and headed to his 10th national final.
Yeah, there is no quit in the back of this 37-year-old getting ready to roll inside of that American Hat Company buck and shoot. We've already seen 90 here tonight. How would you like to see a 37-year-old do it? Here we go! Come on, Bill!
I like this one as well. Beautiful combination, great execution. Look at this resist-all replay. I don't think the horse is getting off the ground. Look at his front feet, not as high as the other horses that were in the 86, 7, and 90 range. Tilden Hooper, 85 points here tonight. But I can't wait to see him take down some of the kids in Las Vegas in a few weeks.
Yeah, 85 going to put him out of the money in the go round right now, tied for second and third in the aggregate after 3. And 2 men to go. Garrett Shadbolt, the Nebraska man, Hillbilly. Here is a Summit Pro Rodeo bucking horse that earlier this year, they were just bumping that 90-point mark. They were 89 on the Hillbilly at Cheyenne.
Well, he's going to need about an 86 to get in that number 1 spot. Remember, we're going to crown the champion based on 3 go rounds. They were here Friday night, Saturday night. The same 8 contestants are here tonight. And here's the number 2 man on 2 with a real legitimate shot on a horse that comes from Wyoming called the Hillbilly. And this corn husker out of Nebraska has put together a great resume, including a wrestling career in college, and now he's an all-pro in rodeo.
Yeah, and you think about it, he has already won $11,000 here at Chase Field. And still add a pile to it. To get more money in the round right now, you got to be better than the 85.5. Here we go, Chapo.
Ride, Red Rider, ride. I don't know. I'm not sure they were totally on the same page. The marks are coming in. We'll leave it to the judges. But I do know this. It's a tough mountain to climb when you got them monster scores. 83.5 for Shadbolt with 1 more man to go.
And it sounds easy, right, that there's only 1 more man left to go? Nope. Let's go to a world champion. 2022, he was crowned and etched his name in gold as the PRCA champ of the world. This is Jess Pope. Waverly, Kansas, a 27-year-old, won 12,000, was 88. Back on Friday, last night, 87. Added another $5,500 to the mix. Can he leave here as the champion this year? Pay me now from J-Bar-J.
I love the name of that horse, and I'm pretty proud of this Kansas cowboy from the Flint Hills. He is as good a hand out there in that tall grass prairie, taking care of that food supply, making it rich and grow good and strong so we can enjoy it on down the line. Wrangler's the buck and shoot. Jess Pope just needs an 84 to tie Bradley Miller for the overall championship. Remember, it's the total, the best total on 3 rides. Here's the leader. He doesn't need a monster score. He just got to get the job done right.
Understand. The type of skills I know you wouldn't understand.
Do it,
Dog
finish.
business, I would not hold your hand. Business, I could not be
Give
your
it
man. Never
everything
got
that he has. The question now becomes, was it enough? Remember, all he has to do is be 86 points to get into the money. And as you put it together, let's take a look back. The resist all replay. The numbers are in, gonna do exactly what he needed to. 86 points for Pope.
Whoa, boy, I didn't think he was going to catch the 90, but he didn't have to. He was so strong coming in here on 2. That's it. He never quit. Resist all replay showing you why he's a world champion. He's got a big smile as he now is putting together some really big numbers. It's going to be bumping $40,000 when he leaves here. Let's show him how we stack him up on the Gila River Resorts and Casino leaderboard.
Hey, let's talk about round number 3. Bradley Miller, 90 points, $12,000 going to go to him. Peterson, 87.5, that is 75. Lees as well as Jess Pope going to split 2,500. But the big picture, the winner of the Hondo Rodeo is Jess Pope, who is standing by with Kennedy Riggs.
You guys, what a moment. He's still catching his breath, untaping himself. Jess, the bareback riding is said to be as grueling as a NASCAR crash. You just experienced that same amount of G-force and did it for $20,000 at that. For someone who's never experienced something like this, can you even describe what that feels like on top of a horse like that?
Biggest adrenaline rush you'll ever get in your life. Get to live the best living there is. Places I see, the people I get to meet. Getting to ride in front of great crowds like you guys. Truly blessed.
Well, there's never been such a spotlight on the rodeo world as there is right now. What do you want everyone to know about this sport?
God bless America and God bless rodeo.
There we have it. Jess Pope to end up on the top, our Hondo Rodeo champion bareback rider.
That's the Montana Silversmith Winners Circle. Good-looking crowd all over this place. We've got cowboys and cowgirls to introduce you to tonight, but first, we've got some heroes. You know, I'm a cowboy. My heroes have always been cowboys and soldiers. Tonight, it's all about the Patriots. We would like to take an opportunity to honor one of our favorite Patriots right now.
We are so proud to be partnered with our friends at True Vet Solutions. If you would please welcome Hardy Herbert, National Director of Advocates, presenting tonight's Hondo Rodeo Veteran of the Night, to Jonathan Jameson. Jonathan was a United States Marine stationed in Japan, in North Carolina, as well as in California. Jonathan was a Marine Corps martial arts instructor and a heavy equipment operator with 3 deployments to Iraq and 1 to Afghanistan. Jonathan received the Navy Achievement Medal and Combat Meritorious Promotion. He currently works for VetTix and an organization that helps our military men and women get tickets to numerous types of events across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, would you do me a favor and join us in honor a true American hero and Jonathan Jameson.
An American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand when liberty's in
Thank you for that appreciation. Thank you for your respect. Thank you for acknowledging an American hero as we now are going back to the rodeo action. And our next event brought to you by the Boot Barn as we salute the Western Sports Foundation as well. And here comes the big, burly, broad-shouldered steer wrestler.
Oh, and it'll happen quick like it has all weekend long. And we're going to start it out with Baker City, Oregon, Jesse Brown, the 33-year-old, and so far this week, nothing has gone his way in the first 2 rounds. Headed to his 6th National Finals Rodeo, the number 2 man in the world. Jesse, let's turn it all around right here on a Championship Sunday. Go the Ghost!
Hey, 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 hey! Good start, solid start, 4.2, that's where you want to be to win a lot of rodeos, them early 4s, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think we're going to have to get in that 3-second range as you watch the resist all replay. he stops. You don't want that momentum to stop.
Nope.
That's what will slow the momentum down, because it is that steer's momentum that you will continue to swing around your body for that flat fall.
Look at Big Will Loomis, Bahia, Mississippi. 33 years old. Last night, 3,500 with a 4-20. Big Will put the big left hook to him.
Get jazzy on.
Well, that's the man. He's number one in the world. What a season he has had in the 4.1. Watch this steer. Watch this cowboy take a 550-pound steer and flat jack him right there. Flat him up good. I mean, these steers are big, but that boy right there weighs about 285 and knows how to throw his weight around.
Yeah, and if you remember last night, that steer was one of the tricky ones in the herd. Today, Will makes him look good. One of the smallest competitors in this event, the 31-year-old Rowdy Parrott, Mamou, Louisiana. Getting ready to roll. Actually, scratch that. Let's go to JD Struxness.
He's the world champion. Last year at the National Finals Rodeo, the Wrangler NFR, Thomas and Mack, Las Vegas, Nevada. This guy battled his way through 10 go-arounds. It's a $15 million finale, and he's the man. The man, I told you we were going to get into threes, and this crowd goes wild tonight with a 3:39 for the champ of the world out of Minnesota. 6'4", 245, and he put the Rip City down on this steer tonight.
Good work, JD, and now we'll go to the little man from Mamou, Louisiana. Rowdy Parrott. 5 trips to National Finals Rodeo.
White guy.
What are we gonna do? That steer gonna hang just a split second 4. It's 78 is what it's gonna be for Rowdy. 4.78, and not sure if that's gonna win any money with still a lot of good men left to go.
Not the partner. He needed a little more animation from that steer. That's how she rolls. That's how she rolls. That 3:39 from Struckness is a tough act to follow. But now I'd like you to meet a world champion. Before you meet the cowboy, I want you to meet the world champion. This horse, the next rider, is riding the American Quarter Horse Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association World Champion Horse of the Year, owned by the rider, Justin Schaefer, who went to his first Wrangler National Finals last year. And this guy, he just knows how to win. Or is it that amazing horse called Banker puts him right where he needs to be every time to get the job done fast?
Look at the top of the headstone. Banker has got his name engraved. That is because he is one of the very best in the world. Here we go, Schaefer. Let's make up a little ground and win some more money. In a 3.93. That'll put him second. Number 2 in the round right now for Justin.
And what that's going to do is it's going to put him in an opportunity to win $7,500 if he can stay there. Look at the leverage right there. He was left foot, his left leg went down to a knee, but that big guy's got fast feet. He made an amazing recovery to get that left leg straight to bring that steer around for the finish. Now let's go to the Alabama Slammer. Kyle Irwin
now makes his home in Westville, Florida. 35 years old, crossed that $1.5 million mark in career earnings. So far, he's been a 12-70 and a 5-3. Irwin, today is your day. Keep the momentum rolling and know the tricky red steer making it rough on him.
That steer was a little stronger, and he had the same thing happen to his left leg. It folded behind him. He wasn't able to make that adjustment with that left leg. Out a little bit late, had to reach a little too far, a little too much separation between the horse and the steer, and a 9-3 is the result here tonight. But now we get in to the thick of the big money race. Listen to me. Just 2 men to go, and less than a second and a half separate them on 2 coming into round 3 tonight.
It is going to be a battle here with the last 2 men left to go. The man that comes into the number 2 spot, you can see them swapping horses, getting ready to go. Ventura, California. California is where we're headed to begin this night fight of the steer wrestling with Tucker Allen, the 26-year-old, number 5 in the world.
I know we've got California in this house, and I know you're rowdier than that. Let this man know you got his back tonight, California. That's more like it. We got a race. We got a race. Now he's got a slight disadvantage to the leader, Ty Erickson, the world champion. Tucker Allen going to Wrangler National Finals Rodeo number 2. Let's get it. No! Overshot the target. Oh, man, everything's got to work perfect. You got 2 horses, you got 2 men. It's a 1.5 tons of moving mass. It's got to be perfect. He was wide, he was late on the jump, and that's what happens even to a top pro.
Wow. So it comes down to this, to the steer wrestling. It comes down to the 35-year-old that so far this weekend has won $19,500 to this point. Ty Erickson of Helena, Montana. 2019, he was the world champion, already won over $2 million. This year, barely inside the top 15, number 14 man in the world.
He needs to be a 5 flat. Come on, bring him down, bring him down. 5's what we need. Hey, he could. He did. How about a 471? Ty Erickson is going to throw down under 5 and give him a shot at that 20,000 plus. Put that together, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 weekend for the Montana World Champion.
Pretty sweet 3 days. There is a look at the go-around. Struxness, 339. Then Schaefer, but the big picture, Ty Erickson going to win the Hondo Rodeo, and he's standing by with Kennedy Riggs.
Well, Ty, you just wrestled a steer for a couple tens of thousands of dollars here over the top of a baseball field. It's the same game, but a new scene. Is this something you could get used to?
Yeah, you know, I just wanted to go at him. I knew I had a lead in the average. I just needed to go make a good run, you know, and that's what I tried to do. I missed the barrier a little bit, but all you can do is keep hustling and keep going.
Keep hustling and keep going, and that's exactly what he just did here. That's our Hondo Rodeo champion steer wrestler, Ty Erickson.
Oh, we are proud of our partnership with our friends at Boot Barn, and Boot Barn wants to give one lucky fan a Boot Barn gift card. If you were on that Boot Barn dance cam, you got to show us your best moves. If you want something free, right now, it's your time to get crazy.
Oh, the flag girls know how to do it. There's Raylene Kennedy with that certificate. If you see her, we can see you. There we go, man. There we go. Looking good right there. We've got them moving. We got them grooving. Hey, come on, man. Then do it. There you go. Break it down. This is the Cowboy Party Zone, and we have a winner.
But congratulations, you are the lucky winner of our Boot Barn gift card. Congratulations to you as we get set to move on. Team Roping is where we are headed. Brought to you by our friends at Empire Cat here at the Hondo Rodeo, and there is another member of our team.
Yes, indeed. Right now, we'd like to meet the Hall of Famer, the 8-time world champion here on our broadcast here tonight, Joe Beaver. Tell us about the Team Roping.
Well, tonight, you know, you're going to have to look at, we got Caleb Rivers and Paul Eves, both former world champions. They won first and second. That puts them in a commanding position for that Maverick, that big $50,000 bonus. But can they finish it off tonight? We'll have to wait and see through 8 teams to see what gets done.
Oh, we're getting set to begin. Let's go to a team that can be lightning fast. Dustin Eguskiza, Levi Lord will be the first team to get ready to roll. Last night, they went out with a no time, 8:93. Here is their opportunity of trying to leave town with a little bit of money in this third go-round, Joe.
And Dustin Skees is the best in the business at being the quarterback. He'll throw the ball to where he can catch it, but it'll be fast. Levi Lord, his job, rope 2 feet. If you get 1 foot, it's a penalty. He's out, reaches a long way. This could be the 3-second run.
Wow.
Get face, get flag. Oh, man.
What a beautiful combination. That's what we wanted to do in the team roping. We wanted to get into the 3-second range. Here's your resist all replay. They do it. 393. Well, Joe, there's no room for error if you're going under 4.
No, and in this roping tonight, in the final round, with so much money at stake, the 399 could easily win second or third.
Andrew Ward, Edmond, Oklahoma, Colby Payne, Stephenville, Texas, a veteran and one of the youngers matched up here.
Yeah, and you know, if you're late at the barrier, we call it the automatic start. You have to let the animal have a head start. When you're late, it's like throwing the long bomb. You hope somebody catches. Didn't catch.
Well, take a look at that replay. Not going to get any better the second time, but let's talk about the 2-time world champion on both sides right here. 2-time world champion Tyler Wade, 2-time world champion Wesley Thorpe. And Joe, these guys are always in the hunt.
Well, you know as well as I do, McKee, that 399 does not scare these guys whatsoever. Tyler Wade, a lot like Dustin, is going to get a swing off in the box. He's going to catch him as fast as he can. When you put a world champion behind him, you get good results most of the time.
A lot of times it's because of that chemistry. These guys just go together like peanut butter and jelly.
There goes the peanut butter. Can the jelly finish?
Get that jelly. Oh, yeah, that's what we're talking about right there. How about a 4:56? Joe, I thought we were going to see a faster time when I looked up at that clock.
Well, this shows you what a great run the 3.9 was. But right when he heels him, watch when Wesley heels him, when he faces, T-Wade's got a little slack right there. And the flag man's not going to drop the flag until the ropes are tight. And when he faced with that rope on the ground, it took some time off the watch.
Oh, and another rock-solid team getting ready to go. This is Clint Summers. Lake City, Florida, the 3-time world champion on the backside, Jade Cornville. So far, they have only stopped the clock 1 time this week.
Now, this will be the run to take you to Vegas on. Jade Corkle, he knows how to heel them fast, and it's already a 3.9 in the lead.
I love the horsepower here. We got the Hidden Horse of the Year in Pro Rodeo, and man, does that make a difference.
It does, and you know, top 3 in the heel horse. He's out, got it on him. Jade Corkle, the 3-time champ. They're going to be quick. Broke barrier.
Oh,
Broke barrier.
man.
Justin, he got the barrier.
Would have been a 364, but Joe, you gotta push that thing. You gotta be on it. You can't be late, and every now and then it's just gonna grab you wrong.
Yeah, and you can see when the gate opened, that steer didn't just follow the gates out. He hesitated just a little when the gate opened, just enough for Clint to get the barrier.
Oh, and all eyes are on this team right here, Joe B. Last night, 418, the winners of the round, and they are from the great state of Arizona. It's Eric Rogers and Corey Petska.
Arizona sends us world champions. The 3.9 is in the lead for Eric Rogers. He knows he's got one of the fastest guns on the back end, Corey Petska. But you see that steer, they want him to look straight out of the gate. That's kind of what got Clint, is the steer turned his head. So Eric's going to wait for that steer to look right to the gate.
Here we go.
Long reach, got it on him, Peps to make up time, and he did.
He laid that big trap down just right, put that bottom strand on the ground, and they're going to move into the number 2 spot with a 4:33 in the go-around.
Yeah, you can see they're farther down the arena. But watch Corey Petska. The minute it's legal, he puts the bottom strand down in dallies. And if you got a healer that does that, you can make up a lot of time. Watch his shot. Don't recommend it for everybody at home, but Corey Petska can do it.
Oh, he's amazing. What a shot. And what a story we have right now, especially if you live in Arizona. You are going to love what we have for you right now with the man, the roping sensation from the Navajo Nation. By the way, back to back there. And now from Eric Rogers to Derek McGay, Coulter Todd, Arizona is where they make their home. And they've been making big waves in rodeo the last 3 years they've been roping together.
Childhood buddies turned pro team. A tough go-around, though. You know as well as I do, when you set the chance up in a situation like this, you got to have everything perfect. Derek's horse, He's not been sitting in the corner still so he can get a great go. He's going to work on that tonight.
Gotta give it, gotta make sure that everything is just right. Haven't won a dime so far over the last 2 days.
There's a lot of energy in this house. Those horses, they can feel it just like all the rest of the human competitors. Engage the ricochet. Uh-oh! That's a rare miss on the back end by one of the best cowboys. Real life, every day, big ranch, big country, in the saddle every day, and no time for that team. And that's going to leave the door open here for the top two.
Yeah, you get into the top two, it's still anybody's game. And a team that is very quietly just managed to stay in position. 438. Last night, a 945. They're still in the conversation, though. Tanner Tomlinson, Travis Graves.
Tanner Thompson got out and on him. Travis Graves takes extra swing to make sure. But if he left early, guys, I think it's a broke barrier here, too.
Yeah, indeed it is.
Oh, you see the hands up in the air. That goes to 14.18.
Well, the only consolation is they're still going to get a big check in that aggregate, even with that barrier. We're struggling to get 3 clean runs, but we've got one more team that could work like Roy Rogers and Gene Autry. They could save the day with a clean run right here, Joe. That's all they need to do.
A clean run will do it. If they place in to go around and get that big bonus, this could put the pressure on the big Maverick money at the end.
That's
a
right.
$50,000 bonus. And, you know, Clint, that's a lot of money to be given away one day.
Yeah, keep in mind, Paul Eves, he is the defending champion either here at Chase Field.
I mean, what a
Put on a clinic. That's what they did. That's absolutely team rope and pure perfection. Beautiful job, Joe Beaver. That is good watching.
That's what professional all-around champions do when they have to. They win in every situation. Caleb Digger's a long reach. Paul Eves cleans it up. They just won a lot of money thanks to the Hondo Rodeo.
They had won $40,000 coming in here. They're going to pick up another $40,000 in the running for that Maverick $50,000. We told you were going to see big money. That's your leaderboard right now.
And take a look at it. Caleb Driggers, he is going to win. Paul Eves will become the first two-time champion back-to-back here at the Hondo. 13 and 34, that is $20,000 per man. And right now, Caleb Driggers and Paul Eves are standing by with Kennedy Riggs.
Well, the facial hair twins strike again. They come back for more every single time. This takes way more than just a good team in the arena. It takes a good one behind you, too. Who's on that team of yours?
Yes, ma'am. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the glory to God. Without him, we wouldn't be here. And I'd just like to tell Hondo, thank y'all for this awesome opportunity to be able to come and compete in front of a big venue like this. And I hope that we keep coming back.
Well, Arizona is home of the team roping capital of the world. I think it's home of maybe one of the best crowds in the world, too. How did this atmosphere help you get it done tonight?
Oh, it was awesome, and big thanks to the Hondo for everything and catering to us. This was really awesome, and I'm grateful to win it.
This is our team here that just won. They're the Hondo champion team roping this year, 2025.
This is how we honor tradition. Living the West every single day. This is how we build a legacy. One ride at a time. Rooted in heritage, riding into tomorrow. This is how we live.
Oh, and don't just wear it, live it. Cavenders, Boot City, proud to be a partner here at the Hondo Rodeo.
Well, it is time to get this party started, and don't forget the big party tonight with Riley Green and Jason Aldean. Saddle bronc riding is coming. 8 seconds, but in that bronc saddle tonight, we've got some horses that's going to rattle that thing up like a wildcat. Stay in there if you can. We got 8 cowboys with a shot at big money here tonight. As we get set to ride, you're going to meet the California man, Lefty Holman. I've been real surprised that he hasn't won any money yet. This guy going to qualify for his 5th trip to the regular National Finals Rodeo. And he has got in the mood. From J Bar J Rodeo Company. Now the rescue squad coming in there. J.J. Hatcher and Jet McCoy. We're going to set him down. We'll leave it to the judges. They're sending us numbers. How about an 86-point bronc ride to get this started?
Oh, the California man trying to get the job done. And if we get him cleared away, we'll go from California to Hillsdale, Wyoming. And let's go to a former champion of Cheyenne. Take a look. There is Riley Green looking in on the action tonight. Watch a little rodeo before he takes the stage. Brody Chris getting set and ready to go. Dr. Charlie for the Diamond G Rodeo Company. They've been 87 on him before.
Here's a cowboy from Cheyenne, Wyoming. He's won the daddy of them all 4 times. He's in a little trouble. Look at the snap and the crackle and the pop of that horse. Boy, that's the extra. That's an amazing animal athlete that was born to buck and living the dream just like the cowboy tonight.
Here is a look back at that resistance replay.
Oh, I didn't see that left foot in the replay. Those judges want to see a big stroke from front to back. They were short. He had to lock up a little bit. I don't know if we're going to have as big a score as I thought watching that horse buck or not. We got Judge 2 coming in here in just a moment.
The number's still rolling in as Brody. I don't think his way out back. 78.5 points. 78.5.
I could tell by the body language he wasn't anticipating a lot right there. Here's a cowboy that was a year ago, Resistol Rookie of the Year. He's from Las Cruces, New Mexico. Where's New Mexico tonight? Make a little noise. Wind me up from Andrews Rodeo Company. This kid's only 23 years old, and he's got one hot saddle. Las Cruces National Finals Rodeo last year, and a great opportunity. He has not won any money yet, and that's not his style. Wow, hey, that's cool. That was fun. That was good watching. I love it when all 4 feet get up in the air like that, man. Get you some altitude, get you some points. But there's a little problem. After this big jump right there, he didn't follow it up. He could have been 90, but it's still amazing. 87.5.
Oh, and that little horse just a baby from the Andrews Rodeo Company, and let's move along. Big Valley, Alberta. Big Valley, Alberta, Canada. Let's go to St. Thurston. The defending champion saddle bronc rider of the Hondo Rodeo, and look who is helping him inside the bucket chute, Riley Green. There on the head of the bucket horse.
Well, he's the biggest guy on the back of the bucket chute. Why not have the biggest, strongest guy back there helping you get that horse's head held straight? Riley Green, look, and he knows how to handle big crowds of pressure. He's not nervous. At least he doesn't look like he's nervous. As he's holding the horse's halter, making sure he gets a good go. I love it when country music and rodeo comes together. You talk about a perfect combination. Here's the 4-time world champion going to town on that horse tonight.
The defending champion making big moves happen as we set him down. What do you say for St. Thurston?
I wanna be a rock star.
Get ready. It gets even better. Numbers are in. 89 points for Zeke.
I wanna be great like Elvis.
I I love it almost as much as I love pulling up the Hondo on social media this morning and seeing him singing with Nickelback on the reel this morning. Oh man, what a weekend it's been for Zeke Thurston out of Big Valley, Alberta.
Oh, but we're not done. We're not done. Still some heavy hitters to come your way, including Dawson Hay, Wildwood, Alberta, Canada, getting ready to go. Chancy's Fancy Freckles from Andrews Pro Rodeo. Dawson, last night, 12,087 and a half. And you think about it, a young man that has been dominating the last several years, making trips one after another to the National Finals Rodeo. There is nothing more he would rather do right now than lay down the highest score of the weekend and have a shot of picking up that 20,000.
But there's something different about him now. He's been good before, but he was a 90 or nothing rider. Now he's a rider of everything they run in, and he gets on. He is going to go for a big score tonight. How about a cat? How about a cat and an athlete and a saddle bronc riding cowboy from Canada? Boy, oh boy, he's wound up and ticking like a $2 watch tonight, and for good reason.
Yeah, picture perfect ride right here. Will it be enough to overtake the lead? Remember, 89 in the lead in the round. 87 and a half is number 2. We're going to tie him for the number 2 spot at 87 and a half.
Can't wait to see how much money he wins at the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo coming up. First, basically, 10 days in December, starting on December 5th. $15 million in Brody Wells. He knows what a taste of that big money feels like. Now listen, we're in the top 3 on 2 rides coming in here. These are the gunners. These are the men. 3.5 points separate them for the championship. You need a big one on Big John from Summit Pro Rodeo. Brody Wells, everybody's bragging about how good he is. Top 6 in the world, 2 times to the national finals. Big win in Red Bluff, California, and Hermiston, Oregon. He's talking, he's moving, there's something about this horse that's not standing upright. Now we're good. Here's the nod. Let's go, Wyoming.
Yep. Good work. The horse that they have put big numbers on the board on this year.
That horse right there is throwing a lot of guys out of the arena. Not tonight, not with this cowboy. Brody Wells, he's got every bit of focus in the right direction. 85 and a half, and he now has enough. No, he's not going to catch Zeke. Thurston is still in the lead on 3 right now with 2 more saddle bronc riders to go.
And moving along. Melstone, Montana. Sage Newman, 27 years old, a 5-time national finalist, number 8 in the world. Blessed Assurance is the name of this horse for the J. Pro Rodeo Company.
Well, here's the horse right here that's actually, man, oh man, they love this horse. The saddle bronc riders, a horse like this is what will give them adrenaline to keep driving all night to the next rodeo. Just thinking about a shot at Blessed Assurance of J. Rodeo Company. Montana's Sage Newman. Dream is coming true tonight because he has a 1.5 disadvantage on 2 to Cade Bruno. Cade will go last. Sage Newman has the horse he can capitalize on and maybe win the 20,000 payoff for first in the aggregate.
Yeah, when you look at the last 2 men, if I had to pick a horse on paper, this would be the one that you want to have if you're in this final position. Let's go, Sage, let's go. Come on, Arizona, you can help him right now. And Newman trying to deliver. Resistol gonna bring you that replay. Take a look at the spur ride, matching him jump for jump. How about all the way to the the #1 spot, 89.5.
Oh, not only that, that's going to give him the top spot in that aggregate. That could be a $33,000 ride plus 262.5 with one man to go. And man, that is going to be tough to beat. Going to have to be in that 88.5 if you're going to play with Sage Newman, Cade Bruno, Chalice, Idaho on Baby Bugs. Also from J-Bar J. Here's the thing. This horse can be just as good, just doesn't have the track record that the last horse has had. But the energy is up in this building like this horse has never seen. And thank you to all of you that are participating to make that happen. It's working in a big way. Cade Bruno, I ain't worried about him. This guy has got everything working his way.
He's won first, he's won second in both the previous 2 rounds. Look at him go on a Sunday.
Look out, Sparky. This thing's on fire tonight. Boy, 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 we've got an explosion of horsepower and some cowboys that love the real challenge. Real cowboy challenge. Here's the replay. Look at those feet going in the front end. Will it be enough? He needed an 88.5. He goes 88 points to tie for the top spot tonight.
Look at the smiles on the faces. Sage Newman, Cade Bruno, 262.5. And they are going to split $16,250 by winning the rodeo. Sage going to add another $12,000 to it today with that 89.5 to win round number 3. And right now, both of our champions are standing by with Kennedy Riggs.
You guys, there is nothing better than this. These two are a pair of the best pals, and now they're ending up splitting the win tonight as our Hondo Rodeo champions. Kate, I want to come to you first. There's a lot of camaraderie to witness here behind the chutes. You guys are all really good friends, lending equipment even though you're competing against each other. You even have Riley Green pulling flanks behind the scenes. How does the positive energy help you in the arena?
Oh shoot, you know, having these guys here is really cool, but our camaraderie that we got between all the bronc riders is pretty dang cool, and so yeah, we're competing against each other, but we're best friends, and I want him to do just as good, except for today.
Well, Sage, historically speaking, the only place you'd find anyone riding a bucking horse is on the ranch, but nowadays here in 2020, especially at the Hondo Rodeo, you can do so for tens of thousands of dollars, which you just did. How do you feel about the growth of rodeo as we know it?
Oh, this is awesome, being able to ride in these big stadiums like this, and I'd like to thanks for everybody coming out, and thanks to Hondo Rodeo for letting us have the opportunity. Just a great event, and yeah, thank you all.
There we have it, you guys, our Hondo Rodeo champion saddle bronc riders, Cade Bruno and Sage Newman.
We are going to step aside from the competition to show you two of the most amazing performers in professional rodeo. That is Bethany Kisner, and she is one of the fanciest and most talented trick riders in the business.
And she is married to a man that is talented with the rope. Ryder Kisner, there is nobody like him. Look at the speed, and look at how fast this young man is. Not only is he handy with the rope, we've seen him with the whips already. He can twirl a gun like nobody's business, in and out of the loop, round and round we go. Come on, Arizona, what do you say for Ryder?
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. I want you to know that Bethany is riding a horse called Vanilla, and she's getting ready right now. This is a little bigger loop and a Texas skip that is absolutely pure perfection tonight.
Attaboy, and back to Bethany we go. Her and old Vanilla gonna make their way around and take a look as she edges just narrowly around the side of that arena with the full fender here today. Hands on the ground, and she's going to keep that momentum rolling. And there is one of the most famous tricks that we have seen from her this weekend.
That's that side back bend, and that might be the bravest cowboy in the building. That cowgirl is fearless.
Oh, but wait. You've seen the small ropes. Here is 50 feet of nylon. And all in one motion is now as Tim and Lemonade make their way around this arena. That is what we call a cowboy wedding ring. With Ryder Kisner here tonight. Friends, they are a traveling show, making their 8th appearance in the National Finals Rodeo in just a month from right now. A family that travels on the road together to entertain rodeo crowds around the world. How about you thank them for coming to Phoenix? What do you say for Ryder and Bethany Kisner?
What a beautiful performance, a beautiful couple, and what an asset to the cowboy world.
Oh, and coming in hot. Tie-down roping brought to you by Wrangler, as well as our partners at Cavender's. Back around here at the Hondo Rodeo 2025, the second edition. Champions have already been crowned, but there is still a lot left to do on this night.
One of the biggest stories of the weekend is in the tie-down roping. You'll watch Dylan Hancock go last. He's won both go-arounds. He's already won over $24,000. If he can win again, he can win another $40,000. The bonus of the Maverick, I'm talking about $106,000 potentially if he can win tonight. But first, let's go to his neighbor, also from San Angelo, Texas.
Yeah, Ty Harris, a veteran in the field. So far this week, it was a no time in round one. Last night, started picking up some momentum. He was an 8:28. Today's your day, Ty. Gotta be fast. Quick catch. Come on, Arizona, need a little help. Little stumble making his way to the calf. Gotta go ahead and tie him down. Made up ground with his, or made up time rather, with his hands. That stumble could have cost him so much steel. Gonna be an 8:03.
It is not the start he wanted right here. The calf goes down. You see, he was hanging on to that rope. And when the calf went down, put a lot of pressure on that rope. That rope and that calf hitting the end of it actually pulled him down. The cowboy went down, so did the calf. And he's just had an unbelievably disappointing weekend. Not what we're used to seeing from him. So let's go to a kid, grew up playing baseball in East Texas, Mount Pleasant, Texas, Kincaid Henry. He gets faster and better every time I see him riding rope. Top 3 in the world. He's the Governor's Cup champion at the end of the pro rodeo season. He's got a daisy of a calf, and he finishes strong tonight. That's what you want. My. You don't see very many 6-second runs all year. Well, guess what, folks? You got one tonight with a 681.
And just think, he's only the second man to go tonight. Here we go. Let's go to a young man that has to have maybe a little crowd favorite inside of this arena here tonight. Why is that? Because he lives not too far down the road in Clovis, New Mexico. And a two-time world champion, the defending all-around champion of the world, Chad Money Mayfield, who so far this week his best time has been a 7:35 in round one. Horsepower here is phenomenal. Come on, Chad. Calf waiting on him. Can today be the day? Oh, it looks so good.
He was trying to squeeze those legs together. Now these calves, if you haven't been to a rodeo before, they're not little. They weigh over 250 pounds. They just might look little from way up there. But these guys have got to do everything right. They can't out-muscle them. They got to finesse them. They got to handle them right. 9 and 16. But here's the deal. If you follow rodeo the rest of the season, maybe you go to the National Finals Rodeo. Another one of the biggest stories is that man and Riley Webb. Those two have separated themselves. Those two have dominated the world titles the last 5 years. And I can't wait to watch them roll for the World Championship in a few weeks.
Well, another man headed to the National Finals Rodeo, number 4 in the world, John Downs. Huntsville, Texas, 28 years old. The Texas Circuit Finals champion. Last night just barely missed out on the money. 8-12 in round 2. He was 5th. Half of the field win money here at the Hondo. Take 8, except for the bull riding. 4 of them get paid. John, today's the day to get paid. And bobbles are going to cost us here as well, but still going to be an 8-24. And last night, 8-24, wouldn't have won anything.
I love the power in this guy's swing. That is an authoritative throw. And he rockets that rope to the calf, but he didn't clear his string. He left that string laying in the middle of the mix, and that's what's going to cost him big money here tonight. But again, top 5 in the world. Folks, you're only seeing the best in the world. You're only seeing the best of the best. They get invited based on their qualifications. And now, the number 1 man in the world. I talked about Shad Mayfield and Riley Webb going back and forth and head to head. You're going to see it again here tonight. Denton, Texas. This guy has won the last 2 tie-down roping world titles. And he's got Houston, Reno. He's out way late. Too much of a head start. He has got to finish. Holy cow, are you kidding me? All of that, and he's still in the 7-second range. That is crazy.
That is the same identical run that he made last night to win 4th in the round. 7:89 right now. He is number 2 man in the round and putting the pressure on the final 3 men left to go. Good roping, Riley Webb, and that is why he is the number 1 man in the world with a back-to-back world champ.
He recovers from those mistakes better than anybody I've ever seen. It's like he grabs another gear, but now into the top 3. Here's the defending champion of this event from Louisiana, Shane Hanchy. He has won 7,500. He was 7.25 last night. He's the elder statesman. Oh my, a rare swing and a miss for a world champion and the defending champion, Shane Hanchy.
Yeah, and that one there is going to hurt bad. $7,500 steal is what he is going to take home with him this year. And I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, as we get down to the last 2 now, it is going to be very awkward in a month from now come the National Finals Rodeo to not see this 35-year-old that is a 4-time world champion. So right now, Tuck Cooper, Decatur, Texas, this is his National Finals Rodeo, and so far, he's won 7,000. He was a 727 on Friday, a 735 last night. Still has some gas. Tuck, let's do what you do so well.
Wow, what? Tuck Cooper takes one to the mid-7s. Just what he needed to do to move to the number 1 spot, move ahead of Riley Webb. He put himself in position to maybe win the championship with 1 more man to go. How about another little bit of love for the cowboy from Texas?
Good work, champ. From a lineup that is stacked with world champions to a 21-year-old that is now just in his 3rd year, a former Rookie of the Year, a 2-time NFR qualifier, Dylan Hancock.
8 flats. That's what he needs. He's won every round. He's won both rounds. Can he win 3 in a row? Can he win $100,000 with this run? He gets the calf on his feet. Big flag. 3 together. Uh-oh! I don't know if I like that tie. I don't know if he was fast enough. I think he's going to come up just a little bit short with an 8:31. He needed to be 8 flat. Here's the replay. He had him hooked with a dough. Slow handling, wrap the first time. You got to wrap it around 3, so we had to go back and do it again. Unbelievable as Tuck Cooper. He won the big one in Nashville. He's going to win here in Phoenix. and what a show he has put together this year.
Yeah, young man that had the opportunity of last year going to San Diego and winning at Petco Park in 2024. Kincaid Henry going to pick up the win in the round. That is $12,000. Cooper going to be the champion with $20,000. Do not forget the Maverick Award. Dylan Hancock still going to win $12,500 in the aggregate, and he is still in the conversation. But right now, Kennedy Riggs is standing by with the champion tie-down roper, Tough Cooper.
Well, not only do we have Tough here, we have a cute addition to this interview here. One of the motivating forces behind his run tonight. Tough, we just talked a couple days about how much of a fire you had lit underneath you to make the cut to go to New Orleans by having a win here. How are you feeling in this moment?
Incredible. All glory and honor to God. Thank y'all guys for showing up. Thank you, everybody. It makes my job so easy. This is the funnest time of my life right here.
Well, the Hondo Rodeo is groundbreaking for this sport, and you've been a part of it for decades as well as your family. How thankful are you for the people at the top of this event?
With God, all things are possible, and Hondo keeps God at the forefront of everything that we do.
That couldn't be more true, and we are so thankful for that. Tough, congratulations. This is our Hondo Rodeo champion, tie-down roper.
Casino Resort. It's we time.
Oh, and moving our way, getting closer to finding out who all of the champions are going to be. Look at the party people here on a Sunday, McKee.
You betcha. I don't care what color cowboy hat you're wearing tonight. I just love that you love cowboy stuff. That's what I'm talking about. All up and down the streets in 4 different directions. All kinds of cowboy fun at this fest.
Oh, and speaking of cowboy, Wrangler, their motto, long live cowboys. And that is our partners that will bring us the ladies in the Breakaway roping here on a championship Sunday evening, and we're getting right to it. They're going to start it out with the defending world champion Breakaway roper. She's a 3-time qualifier of the national finals of Breakaway roping. A 10-time WPRA world champion, Kelsey Domer. 291 is the only time that she has put on the board so far for the weekend. But this world champion can strike at any time, and no, not gonna happen here in round 3.
This is the fastest event in rodeo. You blink and you miss it. It is also the newest event added to the professional rodeo game. These ladies and their horses are catching everybody's attention. The popularity, it just makes sense. It stands to reason. Who doesn't love to watch women that can ride and rope and the horses that can put them where they need to be fast? And nobody's been faster more times this year than Taylor Munsell out of Oklahoma. Oh yeah, she's been #1 in the world, and that's where she's at right now. And she's #1 tonight with a 175. What a run!
Yeah, she had only picked up $3,500 so far this week. If that can hold through, that is another $12,000. Haley Williams, here's a generational talent, Comanche, Texas, a 21-year-old. Her father, an 8-time world champion cowboy, and she won $7,500 back in round #1 with a 206. That was second in the round for Haley. Just 21 years old. And a 201. And you talk about momentum. You talk about momentum. Watch this from the start. Big wave to the crowd from Haley.
That's a beautiful smile. Good
All
start.
the momentum stopped as soon as that rope went right there.
That could have been faster. The calf slowed down, or she'd been faster. Her dad is Speed Williams. I call her Lightning Williams. That's how quick she is.
Well, I call this young lady a world champion that is bad to the bone. Shelby Bosley mentioned. Originally from Alberta, now makes her home in Miles City, Montana. 2023 was the year. Last night, she was second in the round with a 1.80. That was second. And a 180 would still put her second. Bam! Look at this. 175, number one in the round, 179. Shelby, you go back to the number 2 spot in the round. But more importantly, she now moves the number 1 spot in the aggregate.
Yeah, she does. She does. She's the Calgary champion. She was raised in Canada. Calgary added Breakaway for the first time ever this year, and she won it. An amazing feat. Now I'd like you to meet the kid who's not a kid anymore. This lady, Josie Connor from Iowa, Louisiana, is riding the Horse of the Year Dutch. This little bitty thing has got more power on that swing and can throw it a mile. Oh my goodness. We did it again. 3 of them tonight in that 1 second range. And a 180 will win 99% of every rodeo round, but not at the Hondo. The competition is too tough. Perfect run. Put her in there at number 3.
Hey, but look at the aggregate. Number 1 lady right now, 348 on 2.
I think it's going to change over the course of the next 3.
It's going to change, but she's still going to wind up being amongst the leaders. Cheyenne McCartney, Kingston, Oklahoma. So far, she's been solid. One of only 3. No!
Well, all she needed was a catch, any kind of a catch.
Yeah, she was one of only 3 ladies that come in a perfect 2 for 2 into this round. And right there, just failed to drop completely over the nose to make that catch. Legal.
There's another look at the resistol replay. Almost. 2 more to go. 2 more. Let's go to Abilene, Texas. Brady Good. She brings a 473 on 2. She just needs to take and get a time. Can't stumble. She waits him out. And we've got a new leader on 3 for a $20,000 payoff.
Yeah, 254, not going to win anything in this round. Take a look back at it. The resistol replay, their number 1 lady in the aggregate, the only one so far that is a perfect 3 for 3. But all of that could change in a split second. There is a look at the number 1 lady rolling in on a Sunday. 2022, the world champion Martha Angeloni. 5 trips to national finals of Breakaway roping. She won round 1 with a 193, 239 last night. Just go catch a calf, and you're going to win at least 12-5 in the aggregate with 3 calves caught.
If you can be in that 3 flat or at just about 2.9, a 2.9 rough cowboy match, she could win the championship. Just like Tough Cooper, who won a moment ago. She missed the NFR. Oh, it fell over the nose. It fell over the nose for the perfect time that she needed. A 2.3. She can't believe. Look at that. At the last second, the nose falls in the loop, and Martha Angeloni is going to win the Hondo this year. Beautiful run. An amazing story this year. The world champion from 2 years ago, not in the top 15, made a mad dash the last week of the season, thought she was in, got bumped out, just like Tough Cooper.
Yep.
Now she's living large with a big check here, $20,000 to go with the other $12,000 that she already had coming in here. And my, oh my, it's good to see the heartbreak. You know, the crying hole as outside the top 15. She ain't crying no more. She's in the Montana Silversmith winner's circle right now with Kennedy.
Well, folks, you just witnessed one of the best breakaway whippers in the world, and we watched exactly why that's the case. Martha, what do you think your younger self would say if she could talk to you right now?
That you made it. When I was younger, I came from humble beginnings, and I never thought we would be here, especially in the breakaway. I thought I was going to have to be a barrel racer, so we're very blessed for all these chances.
Well, you're the best cowgirl in this arena when it comes to the breakaway tonight, but there are a lot of cowgirls watching you right now. What would you say to them?
Never give up. Keep on going. Maybe one day you'll be standing right here.
Could it be better? Martha Angeloni, our 2025 champion breakaway roper here at the Hondo.
Oh, Turtle Box, that is loud outdoor audio in Arizona. Right now is your opportunity. Come on, let's get loud. Let's get loud inside of Chase Field. Somebody is going to win a brand new Turtle Box. All you have to do is make a little noise, Arizona.
Looks like we got a winner. I've been watching him all night. I don't know anybody that's having more fun cowboy style than that boy with the brand new Turtle Box. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, young man, and thank you to Turtle Box, loud outdoor audio, and proud to be a partner of the Hondo Rodeo Fest. There's some more people that came here to party on a championship Sunday.
Speaking of great partners, right now we're getting ready for the barrel racing. I'd like to introduce to you the lovely Janie Johnson to set things up for the top 8 barrel racers.
Yeah, guys, tonight in the barrel race, you really want to pay attention to 2 incredible barrel racers. Number 1, Taylor Moinkins, a young barrel racer headed to her first trip to the National Finals Rodeo. Her and her young horse, Yeti, have really stepped up to the plate in this setup here in the Hondo, but they have to beat one of the best, one of the biggest legends in the sport of barrel racing, 19-time NFR qualifier, Lisa Lockhart, your reigning Hondo champion. Of every round that she has ever ran here at Chase Field, she's never won less than 3rd place, which is so impressive for Lisa. She's ahead in the aggregate by a little over a 1/10 of a second, but that can be a really long time in the world of barrel racing. It's going to be an absolute horse race tonight.
Yeah, 8 of the very best in the world getting ready to roll here on a championship Sunday. What do you say, Arizona? Let's just go ahead and get this barrel racing party started. Megan McLeod-Sprague will be the first lady to come running. 15.636 has been her best run of the week. That was 7th in round 1, Janie.
Guys, Chip is looking so good right there and just ran on the wrong side of that second barrel. That's going to be in no time from them. Wow, it's such a nice first barrel. And that is a hard one. You're running at that second barrel. You are running at an absolutely packed stand full of so many, hundreds of thousands of fans right there, and that is not
Oh, yes, this is a different kind of feel, a different kind of a look. We like the uniqueness, but sometimes the horses lose track of time and space. Right now, this is one of the riding redheads that we were talking about. We were talking to in the pre-show with Jordan Weaver earlier tonight, and Haley Kinzel and Kennedy Riggs, Emily Beisel, Weatherford, Oklahoma. Oh, yeah, that famous leg lift gets her around number 1, but it's not going to get her around number 2. One of the greatest personalities in all of our game. Unfortunately, a 5-second penalty here tonight. Not going to let her win any money, but it's going to be fun to see her maybe have a shot at winning her first world championship at the Wrangler NFR.
Oh, Janie, here is an opportunity to watch a world champion try to add a little money to her pockets. A 4-time world champion. There is Haley Kinzel of Cotulla, Texas, getting ready to roll.
Haley Kinzel, an absolute horsewoman here, and she decided the best horse for this setup is this awesome mare she calls Spider. 11 years old. This is the horse that she likes to run in these awesome building setups, and they make such a great cookie pattern. There goes Haley around that first barrel. A true job helping set up Spider in the perfect spot. Nice second barrel. How long does they go into that third? She's your 4-time world champion.
There you go, Haley. And 14.156. 14.156, and that is going to be the fastest run that she has laid down on the week, setting the pace in this round.
Okay, let's go to Red Crest, California, and Haley Gibson Stillwell. And my goodness, this Haley has also had a great year, JD.
Yeah, Haley's had an incredible season. Headed to her first national finals rodeo. She doesn't come from a rodeo family, but she has built a legacy all of her own. She raised this horse, she trained this horse herself, and now they are running in one of the biggest fields in the world for the sport of rodeo, and they are laying down a run right here. Here goes Haley Gibson, Stillwell, and Piper.
Ooh, boy, time to come alive. You betcha she's going to move into the #1 spot with a 14-0. 1-1, 14-0, 1-1. Smooth around all three, JD.
Yeah, the times are getting faster too, guys. The ground is looking good, and Haley Gibson Stillwell laid down a really nice, solid run. She's ready for Vegas.
Oh, and here we go, middle of the pack. There's Mackenzie Mays at #1, the Rookie of the Year. Here's the young lady. The first year the kid rocks Rockin' Rodeo, she was the MVP. I know a couple of coaches that missed out on one here.
Yeah, we want to cheer on this young gun in the biggest stages in a down second barrel. Love this awesome horse. She calls Rousey. She put up a fight. That second barrel's going to cost her.
Yeah, would have been a 14-289. Got a tack on that 5, make it a 19-289 for Mackenzie Mays. But just think, just a rookie, whole future ahead of her, and she's going to win a pile on that great Lamar Rousey.
Looking forward to that. And right now, we're going to move into the top 3 here, JD. And we've got some real competitors. And #3 coming in here tonight is Wyndham Johnson from Bahuska, Oklahoma.
This is where the horse race really starts. We're talking tenths of a second here between these three. Wendy Johnson and this mare, Quince, they have been so consistent, getting better each run, and Wendy's really going for it, setting this horse up perfectly. This is the run they needed. Way to go, Wyndham.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Oh, yeah, 14-166. That'll put her in the top 3, but right now, that'll put her #1 in the 3-round total, Janie, with a 42.036.
Yeah, Wendy Johnson, she was just the definition of consistency all 3 rounds, but we have these final 2 cowgirls left.
Yeah, and hold the phone. Here is the winner from round #1. She's a 13-750, a 13-858 last night to win second. Taylor Moykins, Three Forks, Montana.
She may be young, but she has ice water in her veins as a competitor. This horse, Getty, he's only 7 years old, and he loves the setup. Tried to come in for that second, but Taylor, she helped keep him up off that barrel. So close at third, she just did it.
And what a horse race we are watching. 13-976, new leader all the way around.
Guys, we said it was going to be a horse race. Taylor, she set the pace in such a big way. Now, Lisa Lockhart, she just has to come in here and have that clean run. It's going to come down to tenths, maybe hundredths of a second.
It might, and this next lady's #1 on 2. She's won $7,500 and $12,000 in the 2 rounds. Lisa Lockhart needs a 14-1 if she wants to win the championship.
The winningest barrel race in the WQAT faced by pressure. Here, Sasha is so awesome. Here goes Lisa, keep that barrel heading into that third. She's going for another round win. She's going for the Maverick Award. She's going for it all.
Strong across the finish line. She got what she needed and a whole lot more daylight than she even knew she could do. What a run! And Janie, what a time!
Lisa Lockhart, that's why she's our queen here at the Hondo. She is absolutely incredible. What a great run, and wow, she is getting the big money here at the Hondo.
13-788 and a great run for Lisa Lockhart. But there is a look at her making her way to that Montana Silversmith winner's circle for the 2nd year in a row. The back-to-back champion, $20,000 on top of the $12,000 that she wins in the round.
It's a big one. It's a big payoff. It's an amazing weekend. Look at this. Lisa Lockhart knows her way to the winner's circle. Right now for the Maverick Award, she's #1 with over $31,000. Let's go to the winner's circle with Montana Silversmith and Kennedy Riggs.
You guys, the emotions are electric in here right now. Lisa, 1 year ago today, we stood in this same exact place, but it's not just you that leaves your whole heart in this arena. It's that horse of yours. What kind of bond did you guys have in this arena?
Oh my gosh, you know, I could say the hardest thing is going last. And you know, you got to keep them standing, and that's always kind of hard for us sometimes, but I'm so proud of Sasha. She just, you know, was so honest all 3 runs, and I just couldn't be more grateful for her effort, because it's definitely a team effort.
Glassy eyes all around. Not just love for that horse, but I think that we can say you have a newfound love for Arizona now, don't you?
Without a doubt. Hondo Rodeo.
This is our champion barrel raiser, Lisa Lockhart, for the 2nd year in a row.
One event remains, and it is bull riding brought to you by Coors. If there is one animal that has been the staple that put McCoy Rodeo on the mark, would you please welcome a 2-time world champion bucket bull? This is Right Solo. The 2-time world champion now in retirement, but he is just a glimpse of what you are going to see in this bull riding here on a championship Sunday. He's an absolutely beautiful specimen. One of the most amazing high-flying bulls we've ever seen. And those genetics of athleticism are being passed down to the next generation. And right now it's time to go down and meet the men who will put their life on the line 12 times tonight. It is time to meet our Gila River bullfighters, and you would please welcome from Oklahoma, say hello to Tucker Lane.
And from the state of Kansas, how about a nice Arizona welcome for Dakota Knight.
And now put a little paint on his face. He is the man in the can, inside of that Coors can. The one and only Ripley, Oklahoma, is Ryder Kisner.
Ladies and gentlemen, we bring an expert and a man who knows this game inside and out. He stepped in front of some of the baddest cats in the world as a 5-time bullfighter of the year. Cody Webster, we're proud to have you at the Hondo Rodeo Fest as we get ready to go to the bull riding. What are you looking forward to the most?
Well, the excitement back here is just flowing. These guys are absolutely ready to go to battle with some of the very best bulls that's in the game. You've seen the 2-time world champion riding solo. He's got multiple sons that will be bucking here tonight. But hey, a matchup that really sticks out to me is going to be Tristan Hutchins and the bull that they call Outlaw. This bull is the high mark bull in round number 1, and I think he's got everything that it takes for Tristan Hutchins to be the champ tonight. He's got a lot of consistency rolling. He's seen the bright lights of Las Vegas, but so has Tristan Hutchins. Tristan's been absolutely on fire. He took a little break. He's back in the game. He's ready to head to the National Finals Rodeo. Let's get to the action.
Oh, and get set and ready, Arizona. There's only one question. Phoenix, are you ready for a little bull riding? It already making big moves inside of that Wrangler bucket shoot. Cooper James, Erla Utah, and Ugly This from McCoy Rodeo and Golden Bucket Stop. And so far, nothing is went in favor of Cooper James on the weekend. No scores. Round 1, no score. Round number 2. Today's the day you want to win a little bit of money for a young man that last year picked up a round win here at Chase Field.
Not only that, he followed it up with the Wrangler National Finals Rodeo with a slow start, and then he started just knocking them down. Ride after ride ride, and his first Wrangler National Finals Rodeo was even in the conversation for the World Championship at one point. Injuries, though, this year has kept him on the sidelines. No more. He's back, healed up, and ready to win big money again. And this guy wants a World Championship as bad as anybody. Cody, I like this guy's attitude. He's got a World Champion's attitude, if you ask me.
Well, Cooper James has definitely got the California kid vibe going for him. He's rode a lot of rain pools. He's made Las Vegas. He's been there. He's done that. But Ugly This is absolutely a veteran of the sport. This bull's kind of mashing on his leg right here against this steel. And one thing about it, between a bull and steel, the guy's the one feeling all the pain. Ugly This, everything's looking good. He's about to slide and ride.
Yeah, they pulled it last night. They were 82 points on, just solid. That is what Cooper James needs in this round.
No. Oh, now he's hung up. He's hung up. Bullfighter's right inside that spin. Jumped right in the middle of the hurricane. Finally, his hand came out of the bull rope. That is exactly what you do not want to have happen. Here is that replay to the left. He's down inside the spin. That's what we call the well. And that well is deep. It's dark, and it is dangerous.
Yeah, Cooper could escape the eye of the storm, and now let's go to a world champion. Get set. Kai Hamilton, Mackay, Queensland, Australia. Buzzballs, McCoy Rodeo. The bull that is underneath him here. And again, same story for Kai Hamilton as there was for Cooper James. Nothing to show for the week.
I want to clarify the name on this bull. I'm not sure you said it right. Buzzballs.
There's only one way to say it, McKee.
It sounded kind of wild when you said it the first time. I had to look down. All right, Buzzballs it is. Kai Hamilton, he's the man. Cody Webster, he is the man.
He is the world champion. This guy has got a really good opportunity right here. Talking to Court McCoy Rodeo. This is a young bull that's made his debut. He has been on the truck going up and down the road. But one thing about him, he's a little unpredictable. He's getting just a little bit antsy in the chute. One thing about Kai Hamilton, he is a veteran and he knows how to handle these kind of bulls.
Cody, I don't think he looks antsy. Most everybody's looking down at here and they think maybe he's taking a nap.
Well, he has went down, and this is a very interesting spot here. You never know what these bull riders are going to do. They can take the bull while he's down in the front end, but a lot of times you'll see him repull. Kai is repulling right now. He's getting up, getting out of here. The bull's back up. I think it's a great move to get a restart here, Justin.
Well, and the bull knows that. He knows it's a like putting a reset button, pushing that reset button on that bull. He's already stood up again. Now repull. I want you to notice, and Cody, I want you to tell everybody, most bull riders today wear a helmet. Kai Hamilton does not, and why?
Well, it is not required in rodeo, especially here at the Hondo. It's cowboy. It's Cowboyville, and he likes wearing a cowboy hat. To me, it can be costly or risky at times, but Kai Hamilton has been there. He says that the helmet, the extra weight on top of the bull, kind of affects his movement. He is having a lot of trouble in here. We've got to get things rolling.
Yeah, the young bull making it complicated there for Kai as he takes his moment to get everything regrouped. I want to share with you the top stock in the bareback riding for this weekend. The best bareback horse in the event, that is Pendleton's Revenge from the Diamond G and Andrews outfit. The best saddle bronc riding, bucking horse of the week, goes to Blessed Assurance from the J Barn J. The bulls, well, it will be determined after today. Kai Hamilton getting set, running his hand back in that rope, took the wrap, slide up, take the young bull. The Buzzballs from McCoy Rodeo. Today is the day. 2-0 scores, let's turn it around.
It looks like things are gonna go his way. He's there, the world champion, the Australian, the cowboy, Kai Hamilton. Gets the job done, and it's like no big deal when you're cowboy cool like Kai.
Yeah, a bull that made him work for it the entire 8 seconds. Webb, how about 86 points?
Ty Hamilton knocks one out of the park. To be 86 points right there, it was every bit earned, man. That bull had everything going every direction, a lot of in and out, a lot of forward movement. Bull's really hard to get by. Let's move on to the next guy. The excitement's rolling.
You got it. Let's go to one of the hottest young bull riders in the history of the sport. He's put together millions already, and he's still only 20 years old.
Yeah, the back-to-back MVP of the PBR Teams League. A young man that has finished runner-up to a world championship. This is John Crimber, Decatur, Texas, and Hurt So Good from McCoy and Wolf Cattle. The defending champ of the Hondo Rodeo. And Cody, right now is Crimber's moment.
Hustle, 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 hustle. He's got him rocking, rolling. John Crimber just knocked him out of the park. Go on, cowboy!
Attaboy. The calm, cool, collected John Crimber was the champion last year. They're not going to win the overall title of the Hondo Rodeo, but he can put $12,000 in his pockets today. How about the number one man in the round, 88.5?
Oh, he picked up some big points right there. He really tuned him up. He was bringing the lumber. And here comes your matchup, Cody.
Tristan Hutchins back going with the Outlaw. Again, this is the high mark bull for round number 1. This bull's got a really good opportunity, but you cannot bait a trap for him, Justin. If you bait a trap, he will go the opposite direction.
All right, wait on the bull. I know that's easy for me to say. You got to ride the line. You can't get too far on the inside. You can't get too far on the outside. That's it. That's it. That a boy. He's got it. Hammered down. Hammered down. That's right. Dress him up. A little window dressing. A little bit of a spur ride. Gathered up some big points. Get you some big points I think are coming here. I don't know if it's going to be the 88.5. It might. Look at that replay. It looks even better on the slow motion. There's a lot of stuff going on there, Webster.
Man, he's got total domination. You can see him reaching out, spurring with that outside leg. That shows that he's in such control. The bull was right there underneath him doing everything that he needed. Tristan Hutchins, 86 points. Keep it rolling.
Not bad. Not bad, and let's look. Down back to that Wrangler bucket shoot, and here is Tiago Salgado. Easy.
Wicked Solo is definitely being wicked inside this box. Again, touching in on the 2-time world champion riding solo that we met in the opening just a few moments ago. This is one of his direct sons. This bull has been up and down the road and is really making a big, big name for himself, owned by McCoy Rodeo and LS Rodeo Bulls. Everything about this bull is what this guy needs. It's Tiago Salgado. Chris, what do you know about this guy?
Yeah, and actually, Cody, we're going to move on to give Tiago just a little bit of time to get ready. Moving on over to the other side, and Jordan Spears will get back to Salgado. But in the meantime, let's go to Jordan. And I love this bull from McCoy Rodeo and Element. That is right and salty. And if you want to ride salty at Chase Field, this is one of the ones that you want to have, Jordan Spears. The champion at Petco Park at the San Diego Rodeo. A bull web that you and I have seen him be 90 points on so many times in the last few seasons.
Jordan Spears has got his hands full. Riding Salty has absolutely been one of the bulls that when the guys get along with him, they score high. They're well over 90. But one thing about this bull is he's absolutely tricky. He feels these guys, which way they're leaning, and goes the opposite direction. Absolutely a phenomenal animal athlete.
Here we go. Getting situated, Big Nine. Let's ride.
Jordan Spears has got him wrapped up, going around and around. Oh, no.
Look at the clock. Here's the deal. Hold the phone, everybody. So we are going to an officials review. Going to an official review. One of our officials felt that he touched the animal with his free hand during the course of this ride. So we will go to our replay official. Here is a look back at the Resistol replay. Watch the free arm, because that is what is in question. Did he touch the animal? Right there is probably going to be the part that they're calling, saying it was close.
I couldn't see. I couldn't say one way to the other right there. I couldn't see it. It was not on our angle. But the thing about it is, the review judge has several angles, and they're going to make the right call. Oh, here's one other right here.
Yeah, this could be the angle that we're looking for. And keep in mind, there's not many rodeos in this country that offers a replay to ensure that the right call has been made. And hang on.
He did. Wait a minute. It didn't look like when he bowed down, he touched the bull's shoulder. It looked like he was clear, he's clean, he's good, and the scores are coming in.
How about 88 points? And 88 points gonna put Spears in that #1 spot in the round, and here we go. Tiago Salgado, the Wicked Solo, McCoy Rodeo LS Bulls, just a 4-year-old. Talking about the Bull, we have watched him from New York to Las Vegas this year. Tiago Salgado, since July, has been having one of the best years of his entire career. Salgado, a PBR World Finalist, only has 86 points on the board, but he can add to it right here. If I had to pick one to win this round, Webb, I'm going to put my money on Tiago Salgado.
You absolutely cannot ever be betting against this guy. He has had probably one of the very best seasons till date this year, running with the PBR, going to the PBR World Finals, transitioning into the PBR teams, being right there in Las Vegas just a few short weeks ago. I think has got Tiago where he needs to be mentally and physically ready to ride this bull. But touching back to this, the world champion, the riding solo. This is a direct cap out of him, and seeing the breeding program, the lineage, the genetics that are coming from this bull, McCoy Rodeo has absolutely hit a gold mine.
Wrangler buck and shoot. Gotta get the calf settled down. You can see Crimper helping him on the back of the buck and shoot. The teams league, they are a part of the same Florida breeding team. Come on, Tiago. And come down early for Tiago Salgado.
Man, Chris, talking about bull power, did you see everything that bull was bringing to the table right there?
Just a baby, and we have watched him do it so many times in the last several months. And you want to talk about a bull that has stepped up to the plate and has became doing whatever it takes to put a man on the ground, is what we see today out of Wicked Solo.
Big time bucking bull. He's going to be around for a long time. Chase Field, it is a privilege to see the bull power on display tonight.
Well, we just got the hits. They keep on coming. Let's go to North Carolina. This guy, you talk about being on a roll. Clay Guyton has got the hay ring, and his momentum is perfect to do good tonight at the Hondo.
And you want to talk about a young man, just a young 20-year-old that has a ton of momentum rolling in. Just won the MVP title, the PBR Teams Championship. Won the world title for the Carolina Cowboys, and this is Clay Guyton, Cherryville, North Carolina. Hay ring from McCoy.
Clay Guyton was absolutely dominating, sitting straight in the middle, got it going. Hay ring headed down the chute, but still has a lot of kick. Safe exit.
Guyton going to deliver to pick up his second score of the weekend, to put him in the conversation of trying to leave here as the champion. The question is, what are the numbers going to be for Clay Guyton? Will it be enough? 82 points is what they're telling us. But that is fifth. That is fifth. No money in the round, no money in the action for Clay. At 3,500 is what he'll take home from here.
Well, if he's got one chink in his armor, it makes it look too easy, maybe. I don't know. But I do know this. I've got a kid from Arapahoe, Oklahoma by the name of Wasey Shalom, who's the #1 man in the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. He's #2 to Stetson Wright for the World All-Around Championship. He's going to the Wrangler National Finals, #1 in bull riding. He's also in the top 15 in bareback riding. What a race. Maybe the biggest story of the year. Stetson versus Wasey. But right now, all eyes are on Wasey Shala and this bull, Turning Point. I love the name of this bull. Cody Webster, let's rock and roll.
Well, Turning Point is one of those bulls that I think can take Wasey Shala to the pay window tonight. This bull bucked off Cooper James, round #1, and to me was one of the rankest bulls we've seen of the night. Wasey Shala, multi-event cowboy. He's really headed into the National Finals Rodeo with a lot of momentum. Wasey Shala's got an awesome opportunity. Let's see what happens.
I love it. I love it. Turning Point, the name on the bull. McCoy Rodeo Company, along with Kelly and Tammy Heath. I know this is Charlie Kirk's favorite bull in the whole business. He's watching tonight. Charlie, I got Wasey getting ready to strap it on one right now for everybody in Arizona that loves cowboy. Uh-oh! Wow. Whoa, Webster, they turned that one up a notch or 10.
It was no joke. It's exactly how things went in round #1 with Cooper James. Wasey is on the end of his arm right there, completely loses every momentum that he has. The bull is a stud. That's what we're going to be seeing for a lot of years.
Well, the next matchup is a pair of studs. A 19-year-old that was born and raised in Milan, Tennessee. The 19-year-old that this year picked up the PBR Rookie of the Year title. A 19-year-old that is headed to his first National Finals Rodeo, and by the way, he is the #1 rookie in professional rodeo. Trying to become the first to win the PBR and the PRCA Rookie of the Year title in the same year. And look at the bull. Toss the time from McCoy Rodeo and Kelly and Cammy Heath.
Tulsa Time is a bull ranking that this is, you cannot strip the better bull to have. Lots of kick, lots of timing, up and down, round and round. Look at Hudson Bull.
It got him. That is an 8-second qualified ride, Arizona.
Man, looking at this replay, Chris, this bull was absolutely phenomenal. Round and round, up and down. Hudson Bolton absolutely had a phenomenal ride until the last bit right there. That could be the turning point with the judges' decisions of a little bit less or a little bit more.
Well, he is going to grit it out, and how about we just go ahead and tie for the lead of the round. 88.5 points for Hudson. 255.5. He is the first man to be a perfect 3 for 3 and the leader of the rodeo, with still 3 men left to go.
Oh, this is getting good. A lot of rides all over the place here on this final night. TJ Gray of Derry, Oregon, has got a battle. Oh, don't let him get upside down.
He is taking an absolute beating back here, guys.
Hey, give it up for the guy in the green shirt who grabbed the vest and pulled him out of a bad situation, Cody Webster.
Well, TJ Gray is one of those guys that has been dealing with some serious injuries. Broke his leg really bad a few short months ago, getting the rod in his leg, getting back from surgery. I think we're going to roll forward, give this guy a chance to breathe.
Yeah, let him catch his air. Let that bull settle down just a little bit. Let's get the spotter back in place before we try that again. Let's go to the big matchup between Quinn Anderson and the Big Mac.
Yeah, McCoy Rodeo Field Doll. Here is a bull web. 2 trips, or 2 times he's been selected to PBR World Finals. They've been 88. They've been 88.25 on him. Can Quinn Anderson match moves the Big Mac today?
Well, Quinn Anderson is just coming off of a huge week in Las Vegas with the PBR teams. Another guy that has just been dominating in professional rodeo everywhere he's went all season long. This guy is absolutely phenomenal when it comes to making matching moves with the bulls.
Easing down, look inside of that Gila River Resorts Casino buck and shoot. And Anderson, one of the men that have been perfect so far, 86 in round one, 82 and a half last night. He's won a little bit of money, right at $6,000 so far.
Bulls giving him just a little bit of fits in here. Again, these bulls are keyed up. They're ready for action. They know their job. Here we go, Gwen Anderson.
No.
Huge hit.
With a Big Mac. Big Mac gonna be too much to handle today for Quinn Anderson.
Man, looking at this replay, this bull had everything rolling, including the fries and the shake. What a buck and bull athlete.
Way to sum it up.
Yeah. Good stuff. Cody Webster, I love it. Resist all replay. I love that as well. We got all the bells and whistles. Here's TJ. He's back. TJ Gray to the left. Come on. Keep pumping. Stay square. That's it. Finish. 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 Boy, he's been battered. He's been beat up. He's been bruised and broken. And it takes a lot of willpower and a strong mind to ride bulls, let alone take some terrible disasters and injuries and get back in and ride at a new high level again. How about 86.5?
It good enough to put him number 4 in the round. That could win some money. That's going to put him number 2 overall. But there is still one man left to go. Phoenix, here's what I want you to do. Everybody inside of Chase Field, let's get those hands going to the beat. Every single one of you, let's go. The number 1 man coming in to this championship round. The number 1 man coming in is a 20-year-old that lets us right do the talking. This is Caden Loud, the bull is Snuggles. 2 times he's been selected to PBR World Finals. But this Caden Loud has not one bit of backup in him. Come on, Caden, let's go!
Hang in the bull rope.
Oh, let's get him up, let's get him out. Oh man, bullfighters are gonna step right on top of that bull's head so the cowboy can make the getaway. That is wild stuff right there. Holy cow, bullfighter still down. Bull rider is up. That had a little bit of everything, a little too much of everything. That was a nose-to-nose, toe-to-toe slugfest between 2 great athletes.
Yeah, and hang on just a minute. Take a look at it. Our bullfighter on his feet, making his way out of the arena. The numbers are in. 87 points for Caden Loud. And what does that mean? 258 and a half on 3. And the winner of the bull riding at the Hondo is none other than Kaufman, Texas, and Caden Loud.
What an amazing round. Look at all the scores. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 big scores here tonight as we go to the winner's circle with Kennedy Riggs and an amazing effort by the Cowboy.
Caden, this was a great pen of bulls to say the least, and you got a dang good draw, but every bull is different. So how did that personality match up with you? Did he make you work for your money?
Oh, he made me work a lot right there. It was pretty hard right there.
Well, let's talk about the sport of rodeo as a whole. You are sending these folks out with their last image of what the pro rodeo really looks like. We just watched a bullfighter crawl out with blood pouring out of his face. He poured that out for you. You poured your soul out on the field for this win. What would you say to this crowd if you could choose one thing to say about rodeo?
It's awesome. Yes, ma'am.
A man of few words, but of many points and lots of money. This is Caden Loud, our bull riding champion here at the Hondo Rodeo Fest.
Oh, good stuff, Caden Loud, the winner of the bull riding here this weekend. And Justin, we have talked about it so many times over the course of this incredible weekend about the big bonus, the Maverick Award that is given out today as well.
It's a $50,000 bonus, and we have a winner, and she knows how to win big money. She's working on about $5 million. This is going to get her a little closer. Nobody's won more money in professional rodeo than this lady. A $50,000 bonus to go with the $40,000 that she won as well. It's Lisa Lockhart from South Dakota in the Montana Silversmith Winner's Circle with Kennedy Riggs.
The crowd is going wild. You've become a fan favorite around here, Lisa. That's to say the least. But with this check in hand, you know that the Hondo Rodeo Fest stands for faith, family, freedom, and love for you as contestants, which is exactly why they've given you this opportunity. What do you have to say to the Hondo Rodeo Fest in this moment?
Well, I want to say thank you first and foremost, but they do everything they can do to elevate the athletes, that be the human athletes and the animal athletes, and it is just amazing what they do, and we couldn't be more appreciative.
Well, this audience is literally witnessing history in the making here in the sport of rodeo. Is it safe to say that the future of rodeo is pretty bright?
Oh my gosh, it gets brighter every day, and you know, thanks to people like this that make things happen for us, it's incredible, and it's just going to keep moving forward.
This is Lisa Lockhart, the Maverick Award recipient and our in the barrel racing.
Oh, congratulations, Lisa Lockhart, two-time champion here at the Hondo. As Cord McCoy, Sarah, Bethany Kisner make their way in. The entire cast and crew, McCoy Rodeo represented very well here this weekend. Their bull Pegasus going to be the bull of the event for the weekend.
We want to thank you all for being a part of this great event. Don't forget, we're going to be here again next year, so be looking out for those dates. Also, the Hondo is going to go to New Orleans April 10, 11, and 12. We'd love to have you come down and rodeo Cajun style with us. In the meantime, from the bullfighters to the pickup cowboys and our entire crew, thank you for saddling up and riding with all of us at the Hondo Rodeo Fest. You did good, cowboys. You did good, cowgirls. We love it that you love this lifestyle as we get ready to have a continuation of a great night with Riley Green and Jason Aldean.
Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home.